Why do we need a national strategy for global development? Fostering global development is in our national interests. Raising living standards in other countries helps create new markets for our own products and services, and it facilitates a safer world, which brings more sustainable security for the United States. But currently, the U.S. government architecture for engaging in assistance activities is really in disarray, and so we need a national strategy for global development to help coordinate efforts across U.S. government so that we can get greater efficiency and effectiveness for engaging in development and make better and maximum use of taxpayer dollars. Why doesn't the United States have a comprehensive strategy for overseas development assistance? Until recently, development was just not seen as a priority for the United States. But following the unfortunate events of 9/11 and the subsequent wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, we've come to realize that we might be able to win a war militarily, but we cannot necessarily win the peace that way. And so it's extremely important that we invest in development with a capital D, and we bring development up to par with our defense and diplomacy. What would a sustainable security strategy for global development look like? A national strategy for global development would include 6 actions that the United States should take. First, the United States should invest in economic growth and development in developing countries while being mindful of the fact that economic growth needs to be inclusive and needs to invest in shared progress. Second, economic growth will help in eradicating poverty and reducing the vulnerabilities that is pervasive in a number of developing countries. Third, we need to invest in capacity building for economic institutions in developing countries, and this will help reinforce both governance and accountability. Fourth, the United States needs to continue to provide humanitarian assistance in the wake of natural disasters and in the wake of conflict. Fifth, we need to work towards protecting the environment and combating global climate change, both in developed and developing countries. And finally, the United States needs to work closely with international partners, including governments, NGOs, international organizations, and the private sector and civil society to institute effective and efficient development.